Erling Haaland is not human. I will say it again. Sometimes I get surprised when people compare this guy with another striker. There is no, how do you even do this kind of, how do you even do this kind of thing to compare? I see so many comparisons. Some will tell you Harry Kane, some will tell you Victor Osimhen. This guy is not human. What he's doing right now, there is no way you can actually tell me a normal player is doing it. You see Cristiano Ronaldo's goals. 100 and I think 140 something goals or so, or 105 or something like that in the national team. And you are seeing this as a big achievement. Some believe that it will take generations to come before any maybe player will most likely break this record. Haaland will break this record maybe before even 28 years old. He could do for a very before, and he's going to do this without stress on a normal. In the qualifiers, I think he was the highest in the continent. These qualifiers, I think 16 or 17 goals, even half. If his goals, if he divided by 2, then you can actually be talking about the best runner up when it comes to goals in these qualifiers. Haaland missed 2 penalties against Italy, and they still won Italy 5-0, and he still scored hat-trick. Second leg, he still scored 2 goals. See, I think the reason why this player is not getting the kind of recognition that he should be getting was the fact that Haaland, Norway, all this while have not been in the World Cup, or will I say that a recognition of international level is not there. But right now, everything is connecting. In Manchester City, I think he's the face of Manchester City, and right now, you can actually argue that he gets the fewest touch. His work is not to create chances. His work is not to do the link-up play. His work is to score goals. So that is the reason why when I see some people compare this guy with other strikers, I just laugh. This guy most likely will be the greatest goal scorer of all time. And he's going to do this in a very, very young age. Very young age. And remember, he plays for Norway, not even Spain. He plays for Norway, and he has scored 55 goals in 48 matches. That means in one match, he scores more than one. Average of 1 point something goal per match. This is what... See, this record, this particular thing is not human. That is the reason why when I see people compare this guy with other strikers, I just laugh. There's no comparison here. This guy right now, even in club, I think 4 seasons right now. This is his 4th season, and in these 4 seasons, he most likely will win the Golden Boot 3 times. 3 times. Most of the time, when Manchester City win things, they attribute that all the glory to maybe either Foden, either Rodri, or either KDB. But right now, he's the face of Manchester City, and you can actually see what he's doing right now. Anyhow, any system you want to play, Haaland will deliver you. If you want to play counter-attacking system, he will deliver you. This guy is very big. When it comes to fierce battle, a power horse. When it comes to strength, there's no defender that comes close. No defender at all. When it comes to pace, there's no defender right now that can outrun Erling Haaland. He broke that speed limit, even in the Premier League. Even Van der Ven, he broke that Van der Ven speed limit. He also did that with Dortmund also. So when I see this kind of things, all this comparison, I just laugh. That I'm not a Manchester City fan does not mean that when you see the obvious, you cannot actually state it. This guy right now, there's no comparison with this guy to any other striker right now. You can actually argue with me. Maybe back in the days, you can tell Marco van Basten, he retired at the age of 28 years, winning 3 Ballon d'Or. I did not watch him. I never knew how. But this right here, Haaland, you see this, just don't worry. This Cristiano Ronaldo's goals, this most decorated goals of 100 and something goals, we are going to actually see Haaland will break this record before hitting 30. Ronaldo is doing this thing at the age of 40, I'll be 40 something. We are going to actually see. So maybe when that time comes, all of you understand that this is the reason why I say this guy is not human. And he demonstrated it, I think, some match ago when he scored and he started acting like robots. When I'm facing a joke. But anyways, right now, this is what is going down. This guy right now will do everything possible to make sure that his team get that recognition in the World Cup. And he's going to the World Cup. And there is no player, absolutely no player most likely will outscore this guy. These qualifiers in Europe, remember, he is the highest. When I talk about this kind of thing, many of you will believe that, maybe I'm just trying to overhype. I think back then when I said something like someone said, I'm trying to maybe sugarcoat or get or chase clout. You don't really understand. You don't get it. That is the reason why I see some people compare Haaland with another striker. There is no striker right now, even I think for the past 30 decades, there is no striker that you can actually tell me that score goals better than this man. All the time he has actually played football. I think under 20 match, he scored 9 goals in one match, 9 goals, and that was nothing. I think people swept that under the carpet. That was absolutely nothing. I think the reason why he was not getting all this kind of recognition and all this kind of high PR was the fact that Norway was not hitting that height in international level when it comes to the Euros, the World Cup, and all that. And remember, Norway have not qualified for World Cup for 3 decades till this day. For 3 decades, and Haaland have been doing it. And this Euro, remember, Odegaard was injured and it did not show. Even I think in so many billboards, Odegaard's picture was the face of Norway, out there, something like that. But it was not felt. The absence was not felt because of who? Erling Haaland. This guy is a robot. That is the reason why. See, there is no team that wouldn't want to get this kind of alien in their team. Pep Guardiola right now, you see this man, you see Haaland. Haaland most likely will help Pep Guardiola win everything he wants to win. And I don't think Pep Guardiola will leave. Unless Haaland leaves the club, I don't think he's going to leave because he knows exactly what he has. When you call a traditional number 9, you understand what I'm talking about. This guy is very strong, very fit. He can play with any system. There is no system he cannot play. Just check Norway team. You understand what I'm talking about. Just check Norway team and the way they play football. Anyhow, he most likely will deliver. In this Norway team, just imagine this Norway team. And yet he got, I think, about 16 goals. Highest goal scorer. Highest in Europe. Oh my God. People don't really understand what this brother is doing. What this brother is doing right now, magnificent. And I don't think anybody comes close. Anybody comes close. And just write it somewhere. This Cristiano Ronaldo's record, these goals that is being painted, decorated. Some people even hanged it on their wall. Just check it someday. I think it will. I think before right now he's 25 years old. Before this player hits 30 years old, this record, he will just shatter it as if it's nothing. And so many people might most likely not be talking about it because it will look like as if it's a norm. He wouldn't struggle. Right now, it looks like Ronaldo is even struggling to get more of these goals. You don't understand Haaland. That is the reason. That is why I said this guy is an alien. There is no player right now that comes close. So stop all this comparison. Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen, no, Isaac, no. I don't want all those kind of things because this guy is not human. That is the reason why I said this guy is not human. What he's doing right now is what an alien would do. What incredible strength, as tall as he is, as big like that, this guy is one of the fastest player you can actually see right now on this planet Earth. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.